Good morning, everyone. I'm your host, Paige Ryans, and we are kicking off the 23rd annual Garden State Film Festival from March 27th through March 30th. You can enjoy over 200 amazing films and film-centered events. Those are always exciting as well. These films are from 14 different countries all screened across 9 different venues throughout Asbury Park and Cranford, New Jersey. And today I am joined with the Sanctum of Horror. and, I'm, and I'm joined with the people behind the making of this incredible film. So hello, Kumar and F. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Very excited to have you here today to talk about your trailer film, The Sanctum of Horror. So
very happy to be here. Like I said, this has been a great experience. You guys have been really great, very professional. So thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. So why don't we just kick it off by just introducing yourselves and your role, your title with the film.
Okay. I'm Kumar Dari, so I'm the sort of creator, writer of the piece. Actually, I because we were trying to maximize an amount of time spent on this, or minimize it, I guess it would be better. I'm also in the the trailer, as is Woods. So I'll pass it over to Woods to tell his role.
Hi, F. Woods here. You can call me Woods. I acted as a producer on the short and scored it. And we did have an actor drop out last minute. So Kumar ran over to me on Friday and said, "Hey, on Sunday, do you want to play this character?" So I at least had a couple days to, in between running around like a headless chicken, kind of stuff 3 lines into my head so that I could regurgitate them when I was told to. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Of fun.
Yeah. You just kind of say those 3 lines like as you go throughout your day, just so you have it down pat.
Yeah, pretty much.
But him and the whole other team, I told you about the other Tim and Nick who directed it. Just everybody did everything. It was a very collaborative thing, and Woods was running around with the hammer while until he was needed to film to be the character. And so that's the vibe of everybody was just pitching in and doing multiple jobs.
Yes, multiple hats were worn. So
yes.
for sure. So just tell us a little bit about the Sanctum of Horror. Tell us about the trailer.
So basically, the premise of the whole piece is that it's the story. So the log line is during a remote shoot at a local cemetery, the host of a 1960s monster movie show gets entered by an ancient demon, and then a young studio intern now has to try to save him and the world from the creature that now possesses him. So basically, the story sort of came from, there was a character called Dr. Shock that I grew up with. And I always liked that character. And I thought, oh, yeah, I want to use that sometime. And then I combined it with an idea I had of a demon. And what's a demon's agenda? In the movies, it's always makes the person go crazy and, vomit pea soup. And so I thought, well, maybe there's other agendas and they're trying to cross through to do something. So I sort of took that character and said, what if they did a remote shoot at a cemetery and that they uncover, because they dug a hole to put a coffin in, they release this demon, and the demon takes over. His name, the character's name is Clive Wentworth, who plays Professor Mortis, the fictional character that I created. And anyway, instead of making him go crazy, he says, hey, this character has is known to the public. It has a public forum. It's in a TV show, this new thing that this demon has probably never heard of called TV. And he decides, I'm going to slowly take him over. And now I can spread the message of his boss, the devil, to sort of indoctrinate as many people as he can to the dark side, in a sense. So that's the basic premise of it. So the trailer originally was a film script, but then I said, well, no, maybe this is a better TV kind of a thing. So we branched off into that. So, that is in terms of the story, that's what the basic story of the piece is.
Awesome. And what would you say the filming process was like for you? Because I really enjoyed like the style of the trailer. So like talk a little bit about that process.
Yeah, so that was very much, once again, collaborative, because unfortunately, different than most trailers, we don't have a film that we filmed already to sort of cut together to make a trailer. So we had to sort of come up with, well, what's the information we need to get out? What scenes will show that information? How do we put it together to, get that story, basically? So we had two versions. So we have a longer version and a shorter version. The longer version was almost like a mini film. But like I said, that all was collaboration with Nick, who was the director, with Woods, with Tim, of getting that through. And then they did all the technical. So it was like they all have, Woods and his brother Tim have all the connections, and Nick, of the technical end of things. So we got a lot of people who were, very professional. This is their job. And it happened to coincide with the time that the writer's strike was, I think it was still going on, right? I think at the time, right, Woods?
It had just started. It had basically,
yeah.
If I may jump in, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, it's basically we had a team. Tim, my brother, is a production designer. I work in the art department as a dresser and a builder, and then we've got our director Nick, who, as soon as Kumar came up to us and he said, I'm a stage actor, how do I do this? And so, it just so happened to be at the right time because suddenly there were 20 crew members that I was able to contact, and they were like, well, I got nothing going on right now, so might as well have some fun and do something. Typically we're doing commercials or whatever, but yeah, Kumar's script really grabbed us, and we've known each other, we've been friends for years, so for him to just kind of lay this one on us just out of nowhere, we're like, wait, how long have you been doing this? We could have done this a long time ago, Kumar. No, it was a lot of fun, and many hands make light work, and so we just happened to access all the people that we work with professionally on a day-to-day basis, and they were all up for it, because you know what, the script is watertight, so it speaks for itself, and something good, high quality is going to open up people's schedules. So yeah, we did have a lot of help with this, and it was a lot of fun getting to know all these people in a slightly different perspective.
And I have, it was like a perfect storm of stuff, because there was the writer's strike thing. Because I've acted and been an actor, had a whole pool of actor friends who were delighted to do it. So we all pulled from our teams, our bubbles, our people, and it all just came together. So that was, like I said, it was a very nice, happy coincidences of people meeting, and So.
Yeah. Just like you were meant to just all kind of find your way to the project and be a part of it. So it just kind of, the pieces fell into place, which is
right.
Good.
Yes. And like Wood said, I had been working on it. It was a film script before, was working on, but until I sort of was like, oh, you know what? I went to a company called, it's Open Gate. And they helped me with getting a pitch deck together and getting a, one pager and a series Bible kind of a thing. And so once I got that, that's the thing I sent to Tim. And when you have that sort of physical thing you could send to somebody, he looked at it and he was like, oh yeah. I mean, besides him being my friend and knowing me, he was like, no. So all that to say, sort of like, they say chance favors the prepared mind. But if you have your sort of ducks in a row, when you get that fortuitous event that you meet somebody, you're prepared. And so that really what happened. And like I said, so until that time, it was just me working on it. I was no, and then once I made that connection, then it was like bang, and now, wow, I have a team and I have a whole I'm getting ideas, and it's just, it was just like exploded in a sense.
Yeah. Once you kind of find that one idea, and then, or you have like that one solid, structure that you want to run with, it just kind of like more, you kind of start thinking of more and more that can just add on to it.
It builds.
Yeah, it builds. Exactly. What would you say, kind of for both of you, like, I know this is a double question, but like, what was your favorite part of this process? And then also, if there were any challenges that you encountered, what were those that you kind of encountered through this process?
Well, initially we had, let's see, Kumar approached Tim, he rallied us, and we had, Kumar being the executive producer, but then we had 4 other producers, and suddenly they all got hired except for me on another TV show. And so suddenly, I've produced before, but it's not my main thing. And so suddenly it's just Kumar and I staring at each other through Zoom like, okay, let's figure this out. So there was some challenge there, but it was really just you know what, we've got some time. Let's take our time, make sure we do this thing right, and make sure that we access the correct people. And, they were all very helpful when they had time to be helpful. And then suddenly the strike happened. And then suddenly it was like, all right, everybody's back in, and here we are. And within a few weeks, I think the strike happened late April, early May, something like that. And then we were shooting June 10th, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, somewhere around there. So anyway, it was whatever the time frame was. But yeah, a lot gets done when a lot of people suddenly are available. But yeah, one of the things that I enjoyed the most was finally getting to score something. I've been a musician for most of my life, and music and film coming together, that has always been fascinating to me. And so I had done a little bit of that as well, and finally got a chance to really just sink my teeth into it and come up with, I don't know, something like 5 minutes of music for a 7.5 minute film. But yeah, that was my most, I don't know, that, and also playing Murray. That was a lot of fun as well. Kumar, how about you? What was your favorite?
For me, it was, not a single moment, but just the actual filming, because it was all the work before, production wise, then the day of filming. And it was just, I had my theater friends, my actor friends, new friends that I had just met through Tim and Woods, production people. My family helped to come they were the caterers of the, so just everything. It was just a warm, great moment of me just at one point realizing on set, because I played the part, I have the ego that I made myself the lead character. But that it was, just that warm feeling of a community of people helping you. And the worst thing I could say is, because I was a producer, I'm doing air quotes, I have never done anything in that capacity at all. And I was, at times, I have out of my depth, and I have a whole new appreciation for producers, because it was just, here's a problem, you need to fix it. And it was, yes, it was a scary thing. So that would probably be, ultimately fun, but while it was happening, I did not enjoy it.
Well, one of our producers, Jen Ubel, she took the reins on all of the, administrative kind of things. So, when insurance and, contracts and whatnot, she took it in stride and knew exactly what she was doing in that respect. And that's why a team is a really good idea. When you're trying to make something, is like, Kumar has Kumar's strengths, I have mine, and everybody else has theirs. And so, am I gonna direct? No, I'm not gonna direct, because we've got Nick, who wishes he could be here right now, but and Tim as well. But yeah, it's it was I don't know, a labor of love for a lot of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And where do you see this film kind of going? Like, do you have any future plans for it?
Every streaming platform, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Fingers crossed. We want to get a pilot filmed.
Well, yeah, that was the entire purpose. We wanted to shoot the pilot, but it would be far too expensive to do. So we thought, let's boil this down into a sizzle reel, which shortly became a short film instead. So then Kumar said, you know what? Why don't we make a sizzle reel of the sizzle reel? So now we have two versions. One's 2 minutes, right?
About three minutes.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we've got the other one that's just below 8. And really what we're doing is we're raising money. And so the purpose of this was, let's find some financiers who, when they watch this, they're like, well, I don't know the ending. I want to know the ending. I have money, so I will buy the ending.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, series after that, and then seasons after that. So this is something that we would all love to jump into and have this be our next decade. So,
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. Well, listen, we're rooting for you, and we would. Yeah, I'm sure all of after the audience gets the chance to screen the trailer at the festival, I know they will also be rooting for you as well. And what we're rooting for just everything about the trailer. Again, I know it was just up, but you can screen the Sanctum before during the festival on Saturday, March 29th at Asbury Lanes, Block 7, between 9 p.m. and 11:15 p.m. And once again, just thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure to have you here to talk about the trailer. Will you be joining us at the festival?
Yes. That's the plan, right?
Yeah. I got the tickets. So
there we go. We go. And speaking of tickets, you can get your tickets at gsff.org/tickets. Once again, the 23rd annual Garden State Film Festival from March 27th through March 30th. Lots of just great films, including this one, The Sanctum of Horror. Thanks again for being here. It's a great conversation, and congrats on the submission. And we'll see you at the festival.
Thank you so much, Paige. It was an honor.
You're so welcome. Have a good.
Involved at
Thank
all.
you very much.
Yes. Have a good day. Okay.
Okay. You too.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.